friends, and welcome to Turtle Queen Gaming, and welcome to Fading Hearts. This is another visual novel-like game that I picked up on Steam. It's supposed to be out of everything, the one that attracted me most about this one was it's specifically stated that the choices you make affect even the genre of the game. You could have a enjoyable life sim where you're just going through your normal day, or you can decide that you want to be an adventurer. It doesn't matter. It's all up to you. And it looks gorgeous. It sounds gorgeous. This music. What was it? Oh, you play a male character in this one, and I don't know. I'm sure there's some other things that I can cover that I've read about it, but I'd rather just get into the game. The timeline state will only be read when beginning a new game. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. So this is... I don't know. I don't know what that means. Hello there. I'm Alice. Hi, Alice. And I'm Mimi. Hi, Mimi. We'll be your guides while you play as Ryu. Ryu? Yeah, Ryu. And attempt to learn the truth. Before we go any further, do you need some help with the controls? Yes? If they're weird from normal, I don't know. Alright, fine. First off, you don't have to click every time to advance the text. You can use the spacebar. Oh, that's convenient. Also, you can press the control key to skip any text you previously read. That's also convenient. Yes. That's everything important, right? See, I thought there was, like, special controls. You're telling me that there's an advance button and a skip button? Well, I'd also like to mention you can use the scroll wheel on your mouse or the page down key to roll back the scene. Ah, you can even make a different choice. So many games don't tell you that. You have to test for yourself. I like this game. Other aspects of the game will be explained as they happen to come along, so let's move on. What was the point of this tutorial? There is one important piece of advice we should give you, though. Normally in a game, you can generally trust what people say to you, but in this one, a lot of people you will meet will have their own agenda. Normally in a game, you can trust it. I left the dogs outside. In 8 inches of snow. I better go let them in. Okay, I'm a terrible pet owner, my god! Wait. Oh, right, people lie! Dr. House told us that. Spacebar, there we go. They may want you to do or think certain things for their own purposes. Most of the time, they have a good reason. Yeah. How is this different from life? But you'll never find out the truth if you blindly trust everything they say. Oh. You have to use your own judgment appropriately. Don't forget this. But I'm a very trusting person. Sometimes you might find yourself thinking, when I did this, that happened, and now I know this. So based on that, if I do this instead... That's right, each time you play, you should use what you learned or try to make something different happen. Nice! This is getting very save the date on me. You'll get the most out of the game if you try a lot of different options. Don't worry if that sounds too overwhelming. We'll be here to guide you and give you advice. Hey, why don't you get all the goody... why do you get all the goody two-shoe lines anyway? Huh? What do you mean? You're the one saying things like, don't worry, and let me give you some advice. How come I don't get any of those? Why play against type? Mimi! Sorry, you can be the one to give advice, so please don't be mad. You say that, but there's nothing left to add now. Well, you can always say do your best. That's some good advice, right? That's not advice, that's encouragement. But that's what you always tell me? Well, yeah, you're a crybaby, so I have to cheer you up. Oops. Looks like we ran over a bit. For now, just enjoy living life from the perspective of Ryu. Good luck and do your best. How did it come to this? Through the rain pouring down from the sky, I can see all their gazes fixed firmly on me. My back is up against the cliff. I don't know exactly how far the drop is, but it's most certainly a fatal one. I had the world. I had everything. Parties in my honor, tribute from all over the world, servants at my beck and call, even adoration and fame. But I threw it all away. And for what? Freedom. It's the one thing that I could never have. A detachment of mage knights who once served me now blocks my path. Each of them holds a staff pointed directly at me, poised to act in a split second's notice. All I have is a simple sword, a gift from my father that I've carried with me all these years. Even now, it's still too large for me to wield properly. But even if I could, I'd be no match for the elite soldiers I'm facing. I can see the fear and the pain in their eyes. Some of them are crying, but all of their hearts weigh heavily in their chests. They're torn between loyalty to their country and the one they once served. Me. I tighten my grip on the hilt of my sword and shout at them. I refuse to be a pawn anymore. I refuse to be known only for the blood that flows through me. The pounding rain is battering away at my strength, but I continue to clutch my sword. You heard my words, but you never understood them. You saw me, but not for who I was. And now... I grasp my sword with both hands and pull it free, holding it aloft with all the strength my small hands can muster. If you cannot know me by my words, then you will know me by my deeds. That got intense really fast. Good morning, Trident City. How are you this lovely Friday morning? You can expect sunny skies for the weekend, but don't stay out... What? Don't stay out too late this Sunday night. The thunderstorm is moving. I can speak words. Give me a second. The thunderstorm moving in is... Morning already, but the bed is so warm and cozy. I shut my eyes for a few more precious moments of rest, wondering if I can get away with pretending to oversleep. Okay, probably not. Fine. School it is. At least it's Friday, finally. The market opened today with tech stocks rising yet again. Analysts now say this could spell trouble if the trend continues, as the eventual correction will. My name is Ryu. I'm 17 years old and I attend Crystal Stream Collegiate Institute. This sounds exciting, but the only thing impressive about the school is its name. Many economists have said that the dramatic boom in Sorayama's tech industry, the result of the Y2K disaster 6 years ago, has been healthy for the economy. Now, however, honestly, I don't even know why I bothered to attend school. Every class there feels as boring and meaningless as the one before. Sometimes I marvel at how I ever found the motivation to get out of bed for school all these years. But I guess sentiments like that are pretty typical for a teenager living in northwestern Trident City. Nothing ever seems to change from one ho-hum day to the next. Ah, shoot. The time! Unique insights. Elizabeth, what is your take on? Click. If I don't hurry, I'll be late. Not that I really care, but... did she already leave without me? You're late again, Ryu. Honestly, do you derive some sort of twisted pleasure from keeping a busy girl waiting? Good morning, Claire. Have a lot planned today? I grinned disarmingly at her, trying to soften the rancor in her jabs. Something like that. Not like it has much of a chance of working, though. This has been our morning ritual for years. I'm pretty sure she's immune to whatever scant charm I possess by now. Honestly, Ryu, did you really think I'd overlook your lack of punctuality that easily? Yep, definitely immune. Every day is a busy day for me, you know that! Claire is a model student, always at the top of the honor roll with plenty of extracurricular activities on the side. We've been friends since childhood, and yes, she was like this when we first met too. Naturally, she taunts me all the time for being such a slacker. She seems to delight in pointing out all of my shortcomings. Is Rena here yet? Nope, it looks like she's running late as well. Despite all the grief she gives me, I like Claire a lot. She's smart, motivated, and everything I'm not. I wish I could ask her out, but there are a few problems with that. The first one is that she happens to be dating someone else right now. As for the other one... You and Rena would make such a perfect couple. After all, you're both always running late. It's that. Claire's constantly trying to set me up with Rena instead. Well, damn. Man, this is so ridiculous. I wish she'd let it go. It's not like that, Claire. Oh, really? Then why are you getting so worked up about it? I'm not. Doesn't look like that from here. Come on. Don't you think Rena is cute? Well, of course she's cute. See? You do like her. That's not it, and you know it. Really? Or really now? Then what is it, Ryu? We've been friends for ages now. You can tell me. I can't say. I can't tell her I like her, especially not like this. Well, I'm sorry, but it's hardly a compelling argument. So tell me, if you insist that you don't like her, what do you think of Rena then? Fine, I can say that much to her. Well, there are a lot of cute girls out there, but Rena is beautiful both inside and out. Sure, she's a little clumsy sometimes and isn't always sure what she wants for herself, but not much can stop her once she puts her mind to something. She has the ability— I can surprise you, see? She has the ability to accomplish anything she wants. Her only problem is deciding what that should be. What do you think? You know what, Ryo? You're more intuitive than I thought. Too bad that doesn't seem to completely help your sense of awareness, but I do think Rena will be happy that you said that. Right, Rena? Oh no! Now she's gonna think I like her, and if I don't, it's gonna make her all depressed. Wow, why would you do that, Claire? Ryo, I never knew you thought of me like that. I don't know what to say. Oh man, now I've done it. Listen, Rena, you weren't supposed to hear that. Yes, because that's going to help. I could stare at you guys blushing all day, but I've got classes to attend. See you later. Fuck you, Claire. You, Claire, get back here! Claire takes off running, and I sprint after her. Ryo, Claire, wait for me! I chase Claire all the way to school with Rena struggling to keep up. Man, this day is already a pain, and school hasn't even started yet. But the scary part is, it's not really all that unusual. I sit down at my desk just as the teacher walks in. Looks like I barely made it on time today. Alright everyone, open your books to page 342. This teacher does not fuck around. We will be picking up where we left off about Sorayama's role during World War II, during the Battle of... Who the fuck is Sorayama? I don't mind history that much, but we're going a bit slow for my taste. World War II is complex, to be sure, but the teacher still isn't covering the material very quickly. But whether or not the lessons are slow, I still have to sit through the same amount of class time to reach the blessed respite called lunchtime. Jesus. Lunchtime! Time passes so much faster when you're spacing out. Most of my classmates are heading toward the cafeteria, but I'm lazy, so I always eat lunch in the classroom. I usually try to eat quickly so I can spend the rest of the break relaxing or hanging out with Rena and Claire. Hi, Ryu! Hi, Rena. How was your morning? It was okay. Same as usual, really. Rena is a really sweet, earnest girl with a kind heart. When it comes to knowledge, she can't be beat, but... Ryu, I forgot my lunch again today. Would you mind if... For all that bookishness, she's incredibly absent-minded. Alright, Rena. I'll give you my third sandwich. I have 3 sandwiches?! I take out a strawberry sandwich and place it in Rena's eager hands. I was really looking forward to eating it, too. Thanks so much, Ryu! Rena happily munches on my precious sandwich, a sunny smile plastered across her face. But suddenly it vanishes. I'm really sorry I keep taking your lunches like this. I promise I'll pay you back someday. Rena tends to feel guilty for things that aren't her fault, even if they're obviously not within her control. Although I suppose apologizing for devouring my lunch so often is actually pretty normal. Why does she suddenly feel so bad about it, though? I've been sharing my lunches with her for a while now. If I minded, I would have said something. Maybe I should start making lunch for you, too. No, I couldn't do that, or let you do that. I mean, shouldn't I be doing that for you? A girl is supposed to be the one who makes lunches for guys, right? Right? Do you want to make lunch for me, Rena? You're terrible! Wow, it looks like I stepped on quite a minefield here. Rina, calm down, okay? Right. She's blushing a little. I wonder what she was thinking. Oh, but I really wouldn't mind, you know, making lunch for you. I'd be really happy to. You're terrible! But I mean, only if you want me to. Rina trails off and stares at the floor awkwardly. She's not very good at hiding her feelings. If I were one of the main characters in those dating sims my friend Alex keeps forcing on me, I'd be oblivious to the fact that she has a crush on me. But I'm not, and it makes things tough. She's a wonderful girl, but I only see her as a good friend. I don't want to hurt her feelings or our friendship, so I honestly don't know what to do. It's best that you literally tell her that you would never see yourself dating her right now. Well, maybe not right this second, but very, very soon. Because if she starts to believe, to have that little bit of hope that she might have a chance with you, you're gonna crush her. Her heart, her soul, everything. Be honest, guys. The worst part is, she knows I like Claire, so she tries hard not to say anything. Even if I picked up on her feelings anyway, it doesn't change the fact that she's bottling them up. Oh! Breaking my heart, guys! Never mind that. I don't know what came over me. I'm so sad right now. Watching her struggle like that, it's so painful. This main character is incredibly aware of what's going on around them. I'm very happy with this game. Rina, it's fine if I just start making lunch for you as well. Really, I don't mind. Right now, I'd say anything that would make her feel better. Really? You do that for me? Her eyes are filled with sudden hope. No, not the hope! The hope is awful! Oh no, did I just promise too much? Was that considered accidentally leading her on? Oh, no! Of course. If I'm already making one lunch, it's not really that much harder to make it double. Oh, thank you, Ryu. I'm sorry for the trouble. Don't worry about it. I can't help but notice you've been more forgetful lately, though. Are you getting enough sleep? It's nothing like that. You know me, forgetful as a goldfish. But I've been meaning to ask you something. It seems like you always pack a pretty large lunch. Are you really that hungry? Well, yeah, I guess I am. To her, I guess it looks like I do eat a lot, but I'm a guy after all. We need more calories than girls do. Ryu, can I ask you something else? It's about this morning. Okay, maybe now's a good time to let her know. Uh-oh, I didn't mean for her to hear any of that. I just wanted Claire to give me some peace. Now she's probably gotten the wrong idea. About what you said earlier, did you really mean all that? I smile in what I hope is a sincere but entirely friendly way. It's a very delicate balance. Rina, of course I meant it. I wouldn't exaggerate about something so serious. You're a really strong person, and I know what you're like when you're focused. I'd hate to be the one standing in your way. Oh, thanks, Ryu. That means a lot to me. You see, I figured you probably thought of me as clumsy and hopeless, so I thought I was considered really boring. Oh no! I do my best to conceal a smile. I have to admit, Rina is awfully cute when she's shy and embarrassed. Why do you not think you're an interesting person? Well, I just don't think I stand out at all. Rina, you're a model student. You've got fantastic grades and a sweet personality, and you're really cute. Popularity isn't the same thing. You and Claire are my only real friends. I'm really lucky to have Claire. And you. I feel like we share a bond because we're both millennial orphans. 6 years ago, the Y2K bug struck the country of Soriyama. For the rest of the world, the hysteria was exaggerated, but here, it wasn't exaggerated enough. We weren't prepared, and all the technology intrinsic to daily life failed at once. It was a complete disaster. Buses, planes, traffic lights, even the economy. Everything fell apart, simply because our computers and devices could only use 2 digits to represent the year. The idea was absolutely ludicrous to anyone with even passing computer knowledge, and to this day, tech experts the world over still can't explain how Y2K caused it, but the results were tragic and crystal clear to everyone. That's insane. And it's also a really good use of history. Thousands of people died in the chaos, most of them working adults. The foster care system wasn't ready for the sudden influx of several thousand children, dubbed by the media as the millennial orphans. Rena and I were just two of those unfortunate souls. In the rush to place us in foster care, the government essentially bribed people to take us in and glossed over most of the normal regulations. As a result, the households we found ourselves in were often miserable. I heard from the news that a lot of orphans ran away, or tried to, but I had a different plan of escape. Oh. That's all you get. You know, if it weren't for you and Claire, I don't know how I would have made it this far. I can't believe how lucky I am. It helps to have friends who understand what you're going through. You and Claire are really important to me, too. I know I can always come to you guys when I need anything. If I hadn't met Claire and Rena when I did, I don't want to think about how I would have ended up. We're both incredibly lucky to have made the wonderful friends we have, aren't we? If we put our minds to it, we can do anything! That's the great thing about Rena. She always sees the best in everything and everyone. Yep, if you keep on believing in something, it's bound to happen. Ooh. Maybe it's cheesy to say some things like that, but the line between corniness and genuine sentiment is usually a matter of perspective. Ah, that's right. I have to go take care of a few things. Rena quickly crams the rest of my sandwich into her mouth. It makes her cheeks puff out adorably, like a squirrel's. Thanks again for the lunch. Take care, Rena. Rena grabs her things and dashes out of the classroom. I open up my next box of sandwiches and dig in. What can I say? I'm still a growing guy. Hey, did you hear? Some guys are saying they saw those spooky shadows again. As I chow down on the rest of my lunch, I overhear some of the other students gossiping. You mean all those giant spiders and rats people are supposedly seeing? Ugh. All bad things. Yeah, these guys said they saw some more of them in the forest yesterday. Lately, a bunch of occultists have been running around, telling anyone who would listen there are shadow monsters in the forest. No one is really taking it seriously, of course, but I guess it's still exciting to talk about. Still, more and more people are gossiping about it these days. I'm surprised it hasn't been replaced by a celebrity scandal or something yet. Do you think Mystica is really a magical girl? That new teen model on all the magazine covers these days? Yeah, I was talking to this guy downtown the other day, and he said his brother's best friend's girlfriend saw her casting spells to fight off those monsters. A magical girl fighting shadows of spiders and rats? That's quite the delusion. No kidding. And these people seriously believe it. If they saw something, it's gotta be a publicity stunt or something. Or maybe they're getting paid off to pretend it's real. I bet you're right. Ever since those rumors started, her popularity skyrocketed. I bet she's really raking it in now. Man, but that'd be a pretty sweet gig. Teen superhero. Well, the otaku are eating it up anyway. Even the guys are cosplaying her. It's hard to believe anyone takes Mystica seriously. Somehow I can't imagine a real magical girl modeling for photos. Why not? Magical girls need money too. I can't blame her for making a living, though. With such beautiful silver hair and a pretty face, it's only natural to take advantage of them. And if everyone thought she really was a magical girl protecting the city, well, that would be a major boost to her career, wouldn't it? The things people will do for attention these days. Still, I suppose it makes people happy to envision someone out there fighting for their sakes, and it harms no one in pretending to be that someone. The clock on the wall informs me that time's almost up, so I immediately polish off the rest of my lunch. Nom. Now that school is out, I leave to meet up with my friend Alex. We plan to hang out at the arcade after school today. Excuse me, are you Ryu? That's me, and you are? My name is Sophia, and I'm a journalist for the Crystal Stream News. I'd like to talk to you for a bit. The Crystal Stream News? That's our school newspaper. No way! You are one of the big three. Aru? And I have a few questions for you regarding them. Big Three. I have no idea what she's talking about, but I guess I ought to hear her out. Okay. This isn't a good place to talk. Do you mind coming with me? Not really. Now I'm even more curious about what's up. Is there really such a need for discretion? Alright, Sophia, what do you want to know? So then, what is your relation with the other members of the Big Three? Other members? I'm sorry, but I really don't know anything about this Big Three. I didn't even know I was a member until just now. Can you tell me a little about it? You're kidding, right? You're one of the Big Three and you've never heard of them? I grinned sheepishly and shrugged my shoulders negatively. Nope, want to fill me in on it? You're supposed to be the one giving me information. The Big Three are the major achievers of Crystal Stream College... Major achievers of Crystal Stream... Claire, Rena, and you. Claire and Rena? Oh, you mean because they're popular and attractive, and at the top of the honor roll. But wait, so why am I in this group? I'm not any of those things. True, you're probably only a member by association. Jeez, she doesn't mince words, does she? I tried to force a smile. My grades don't really matter that much to me, but I still managed to, a solid B average. That's not terrible. That part doesn't bother me, but I don't like being thought of as a groupie. Claire and Rena are highly active in extracurricular activities, whereas you are not, nor are you considered all that attractive by most female students. Well, gee, thank you. I take that back. Sophia doesn't mince words. She minces people with words. I can't hold back a laugh. For some reason, the situation is so sad that it's actually pretty funny. Is there more to this than than I know? No, not really. But you said you had some questions for me, so you might as well ask them now. I have work to do today, so I'll make this quick. What can you tell me about Rena and Claire? I haven't heard too much about them, aside from them being members of the Big Three. Who just names 3 people that? Well, I've been friends with them for ages now, but I don't think I should talk to you about them behind their backs. I don't want you to write something bad about them. Rio, we don't do smear pieces. As the official school newspaper, we have strict guidelines on what we can publish. Oh, hold on now. Newspapers always do smear pieces. Really? I guess I should read it more often. I'm only asking for a few leads on something, and I can promise you strict confidentiality. I won't quote your or in any way reveal your identity. Can I get that in writing? As you can see, I don't trust the press very much. Leads? On what? I can't tell you that. Well, then hells no! So you want me to spill the beans on my 2 closest friends, and you won't even tell me your angle? Why are you even interested in them? It's for something very important. I don't think I like you. Right, because that's so convincing. Fine, I suppose it can't be helped. I'll let you in on a little secret. And in return, you'll answer a couple of questions about Claire and Rena. A secret? What kind of secret? Have you heard of the Wings of Light? You mean that urban legend? The Wings of Light are a notorious group of heartthrobs who can supposedly charm any girl they like. In other words, they're total players. Rumor has it that they've dated over 30 girls in just 9 months. I don't know if any of it's true, but I really despise guys like that. Toying with a girl's affection for fun is just unforgivable. There's no telling how much heartache they've caused. While the rumors don't have all the facts straight, the Wings of Light did exist. You'd think everyone they dumped would hate them, right? But they're actually on very friendly terms with nearly all the girls they've dated. Did you get dumped and now you just hate guys? Because that's the feeling I'm getting. If they want to be players, it's the girls' prerogative to date whoever they believe that they want to. I don't even know. In fact, some of them have even formed a fan club. A fan club, right. Sophia ignores the skepticism dripping from my comments and moves along. At the end of last year, the group disbanded when a tragedy struck. One of the members disappeared after that. But I managed to track him down. I'll give you a guess on which school he goes to now. Don't tell me. He goes to Crystal Stream. You got it. I'm willing to expose his identity, if you tell me more about Rena and Claire. That kind of thing doesn't interest me, sorry. Really now, aren't you worried that he might set his sights on the heart of a gentle and innocent Claire? Claire is not that gentle or innocent. I'd be more worried about Rena. I burst out laughing. She really doesn't know anything about Claire at all. What's so funny? Claire wasn't gentle and innocent the day she was born. I'll tell you this much about her. She's strong-willed and no-nonsense kind of girl. There's no way she'd fall for some smooth-talking playboy. Besides that, she's already dating someone. You think that guarantees anything? The Wings of Light are famous for breaking up relationships. There's one guy who even claimed to specialize in breaking up couples with difficult personalities. Well, that's their choice. I shake my head, wiping the tears of mirth from my eyes. Trust me, it'll never happen. Alright then, what if he goes for Rena? Actually, the thought of that does bother me. Rena would never consider the possibility of people having ulterior motives for even a minute. Still, it's not a good enough reason to give Sophia carte blanche to pry into Rena's and Claire's personal life. I admit that makes me nervous, but that's still not good enough. Well, if you change your mind, you can find me here after school. I'm always on the lookout for new information. Do you have a business card? No? What? You don't have a business card? Why should I? I stand there wordlessly for a moment. You wouldn't happen to be new to this whole journalism thing, would you? I don't know much about being a reporter, but when you're doing social networking or getting leads on anything, you've got to have a business card. You'll find me just fine. Come back here when you're ready to talk. She walks away without giving me a chance to reply, much less bid her farewell. Well, you learn something new every day, I guess. Apparently I'm in a group called the Big Three. Maybe I should start paying more attention to the world around me, but why do people like labeling everyone anyway? I should probably look for Claire and Rena. I wonder if they've heard anything about this. What about my friend Alex? As if summoned by that thought, Rena appears. Hi, Ryu. I was looking for you. Hi, Rena. Where's Claire? She's busy with club stuff. Should we go home now? Sure, let's go. So, Ryu, what are your plans for the rest of the day? Well, I told Alex I'd spend some time with him at the arcade today. Alex? Who is he again? Oh, right, the otaku. Yeah. Oh, was that wrong of me to say? It's not that. It's just, you make it sound like otaku is a synonym for otherworldly creature. They're people, too. Well, aren't they kind of strange, though? Like, they don't come out of the rooms and they say they only date 2D girls. They just enjoy different things, that's all. It's true that Alex is a little odd, but I don't really mind his antics. Most of the time. Ryu, are you becoming an otaku too? What? Well, this conversation is certainly taking a rather bizarre turn, but maybe Rena will get her over her crush if she thinks I'm an otaku. I'm considering it. I mean, why not? I smile at her. I wonder if she'll buy it. Eh? Are you going to disappear from society and then not take showers anymore and stay in your room all day? You're adorable. I think you have your wires crossed. People like that are, people like that are called, I can do it. Hikikomori, or shut-ins. Ah, see? I think I did that right. It's a lot more common in Japan than here in Sorayama. Oh? Phew, that's a relief. I don't have to scold you for not showering. You have to think of people around you, you know. I sometimes wonder what Rena's thought processes are while we walk. She draws the strangest conclusions sometimes. It's all perspective. Well, this is where we part ways now. Don't forget we're meeting tomorrow at the bubble tea shop. I won't. I'll see you and Claire then. Take care, Rena. Bye-bye. I wave at her as she leaves. After she disappeared around the corner, I head back to my apartment and change out of my school uniform. Nothing like a place to call home. It really is nice since I have the apartment to myself. Life in my foster home was miserable, so I secluded myself and spent all of my time learning programming languages. As tech firms struggled to get back on their feet after the Y2K disaster, they were desperate to hire new programmers. Even though I was only 12 years old at the time, I managed to strike a deal with the new startup company. 2% of their increase in sales over the next 6 years would be mine in return for my services. When they started to make money, so did I. So now I'm on an exclusive contract with them for 4% of their sales increase. Apparently my work is good enough that they want to keep me on. There's enough money in my savings account to get by for the next 3 years or so, but I should probably start looking for another contract soon. Because of the NDA I had to sign, I never told anyone the source of my income, not even Claire and Rena. It's probably better that way. I'm already being labeled enough as it is. No need to fuel the fire by making it public that I'm something of a computer genius. Then everybody want me to fix their computer. I finish changing and head out to meet Alex at the arcade. The arcade is nearby, so it's only a short walk to get there. According to Alex, this place is the local hub for gaming and tournaments. Speaking of which, where is he anyway? Oh, hi, Alex! Hey, Ryu. Ready for a game? Hi, Alex. Let's not start with your favorite fighting game this time. How about a shooter? A shooter, huh? This is Alex. I met him at this very arcade about 5 months ago. Back then, I could beat anyone at any of the fighting games. I even had a bit of a reputation. Then Alex came along and delivered a smackdown of embarrassing proportions in front of all the regulars. Once my pride recovered from the beating, I asked him for a rematch so I could learn to play better. He agreed, but we've been friends ever since. That is awesome! Although we both go to Crystal Stream, just Crystal Stream, because collegiate is a hard word for me, apparently. I rarely see him there. We're in different classes and he spends his lunch break here at the arcade watching other people play. He eats lunch, observes the other players' matches, and then proceeds to beat them with lower tier characters. Damn. Then he dashes back to school and makes it to class just in time. I went with him a few times, but I'd much rather relax and talk to Claire and Rena at lunchtime than run around so much. I know! They've got this new shooter game recently. I hear it's really good. Ah! He's got sparkle eyes! Alright, let's try that one. 10 seconds. 10 seconds! I lost 3 lives in 10 seconds! When I said shooters, I meant the kind with guns you point at the screen, not girls flying through the air towards magic's cannons that pump out more bullets than a Gatling gun. Hey, don't feel bad. Everyone has to start somewhere. I bet with a little bit of practice and hard work, you'd be ready for lunatic mode. In a few months. Maybe. That was a wall of bullets. How do you dodge that? You weave through them. That's what I was trying to do. I even picked easy. I never play on easy. Hey look, someone else is giving it a try. I turned to watch him play that awful game that never should have been made it out of QA. But that's impossible! Wave after wave of bullets fill nearly the entire screen, and yet the character never gets hit. There's even more of them than there were when I played the same stage. I look up at the status screen. This time it reads hard. Don't let it get you. This happens to everyone the first time they play a Danmaku game. The trick is to learn your character's hitbox. It's a lot smaller than it looks. If it makes you feel better, I'll buy you dinner after school on Monday. How about it? Well, I've never been one to turn down free food. Count me in. Alright, it's decided. On Monday, you will finally experience the pleasure of Cosplay Cafe! Yeah! Cosplay Cafe? Somehow I'm starting to regret agreeing so readily. Some prices are just too steep for a free meal. Well, you don't have to cosplay. You can be the only dork in there not in a costume. Don't worry, it's not what you're thinking. I'm a regular there. Just a nice place to sit back and relax. Coming from a guy whose idea of a good time is watching pixelated girls all day, I'm not terribly convinced. Let's move on to a better game. You mean your beloved Mystical Magical Stadium Fighter? Mystical Magical Stadium Fighter is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. 2 girls with magical powers square off against one another in an arena. Alex tells me that it started as an indie title, but it was so popular that it got licensed by a major publisher. Props. I'm actually not too shabby at it, but Alex is seriously a pro. He won thousands of dollars in prizes by competing in tournaments. Truth be told, I'd love to try making my own games someday and seeing how far I can take it. Databases are lucrative, but painfully boring and lacking in imagination. If it's okay with you, there's a new combo I want to try out. I love the sparkle eyes. Fine. We'll go to the fighting games. Yeah, alright! I kind of want to get to the first decision before I actually stop, but I'm not sure if I can get there in 20 minutes. We're introducing all of the characters first. Oh, bumping my microphone. Alex and I spend a few more hours at the arcade playing, chatting, and just goofing off. He and I part ways, and I head home thinking about our promise to meet at the Cosplay Cafe on Monday. That should be an experience, if nothing else. You might like it. Oh, hey, look at that! Woo! I know that it's, nope, I'm gonna stop there. Yeah, I have unread mail. I'm gonna read my mail first. I really need some help with my work from Ryan at Clear Sky Bank. Hi, Digger. Do you remember that guy from the IT department of Clear Sky Bank? It's me. Listen, there's just been so much work here, and they aren't giving me the resources to do it. Not only that, the new contractor they hired did such a bad job that you'd have to do it over again. You still have remote access to the servers, right? Help me and I'll make sure that you're paid. You gotta help me out, man. I don't know what's going to happen if I can't keep up with all this. Ryan. Money is good. Thanks for helping us out from Charlie Miracle Game Studios. Hello, Digger. Thank you for your help with the project. We all feel very passionately about it and look forward to working together with you. We can't pay very well now, but I hope that you'll enjoy working on it as much as we do. You noticed a lot of things that we could use improvements in your visit to our workplace. We appreciate the feedback and hope you will continue to support us. We look forward to any future contributions you may make. Charlie. Alright! What status? Oh! Personal strength! I don't know what that means. What is this a scroller? I guess. Oh, okay, if I have... Oh, no. Weird. Knowledge, items. I don't know what these are. They look like scrolly thingies, but I can't figure it out. Oh well. I might as well just play for another 15 minutes and then I'll stop. What am I gonna do? I should use the computer, because that's how I make my monies. What should I do on the computer? I should also save. Quick save. Don't use the computer, shop online. What if I do? Can I go back so I don't have to wait living set of bundles? Wow! It has descriptions! This game is really, really nice. Massive backpack with wheels and a handle, medium backpack. Bookmark that doubles as a light source for reading in the dark. Haha, social media, American Game Studios, Clear Sky Bank. Well, he seemed rather urgent. So, clears my station database. Out of 1,000, how much work happens when I do things? I used to do a lot of freelance work for them, but now they have their own system in place. Their new IT guy always seems frazzled, much like the old one. Research engineer or engine optimization improves the traffic flow in the to the company's website, useful in increasing the amount of customers. Reduce workload and mistakes in the company. After visiting several sites and understanding how they work, I made a list of ways that the software can improve business process. Generally just to help fix some queries. We'll probably not give them more customer base. We'll try to fix things. Cool. Okay, so I have afternoon, then I have evening, then I have stress. Wow, this is a nice little life sim. Alright, what's up with the bookshelf? Put books in bag. Weightlifting for idiots. Little Disruptor Volume 1. Don't take out a book. What is these books? Little Disruptor Volume... What is this? I start reading Little Disruptor Volume 1. The story is about a clumsy girl named Ellie attending a magical academy for the first time. She lacks confidence in herself because she tends to make a lot of mistakes, so she's worried about failing. When the teachers investigate one particularly spectacular disaster, they realize it happened because her magic is very different from most people's. Alarmed by what it might mean for the magical world, they decide to keep quiet about it. Her secret power is revealed to be Dispel Magic. I guess it's kind of interesting. Why was it in blue? It was like fancy. Today was definitely more exhausting than I bargained for. Well, tomorrow I'll be having bubble tea with Claire and Rena. I wonder if I should tell them about our label as the Big Three. Definitely. I might as well go to sleep now. Nothing better to do. I turn out the lights and drift off. Ryu! I have something to show you! I'm having a dream from years ago. Oh, okay. I'm having a dream from years ago about a much younger Claire and myself. She places something in my hands, careful to keep it concealed as she does. Then she moves her hand away and I peer downward curiously. Something slimy leaps up in my face and I yelp in surprise. It's a frog. Claire giggles helplessly at my reaction. It looks like Simon likes you. Claire! Her pet frog is now landed back into my hand and I glare at it reproachfully. Seeing her smirk, I feel a sudden urge to even the score. Don't you hurt that frog. Okay. I hold the frog right up to her face. How do you like that? Her mouth just curls into a smile. Why, thank you, Rio. I'm glad you returned my pet frog to me. She takes him from me and strokes him happily as he wiggles in her hand. Then she looks back to me puzzled. You know, this is my frog. Why would you think that I would be scared of him? I stood back for a moment. I guess I didn't really think this through. There, Ryu. I'm sure you'll be able to get back at me someday. She pats me on the back consolingly. Behind the schoolyard, I can faintly hear the muffled sound of someone crying. As I walk around the corner in search of the source, I come across Claire sitting in the shadow of the school building. She's curled up against the wall, her face buried in her hands. Worried, I jog over to her. Claire, what's wrong? Simon, he died, she managed to say weakly between sobs. Oh no, her frog died! Who, you mean your frog? She nods, her face still hidden in her hands. We wait in silence for a moment before she speaks again. Well, go ahead. Laugh at me. Her words make my head snap up in surprise. What? Why would I do that? I made fun of you with Simon, didn't I? So you should be happy now that he's gone. Claire. I kneel beside her and pat her on the head. I'm not going to laugh at you. What kind of friend does that? She looks up at me. Her eyes are red and swollen from crying. I wouldn't pick on you. I wouldn't laugh at you. I want to see you happy, and when you cry, it makes me want to cry too. So please smile, Claire. Your smile makes me smile too. Oh my god! Without any warning, she tackles me and throws her arms tightly around me. The sheer force of it bowls me over, and we land on the grass in a tangled heap. But even so, she makes no move to stand and continues clinging to me desperately. This is the first time I've been so close to a girl. Ryu, she finally whispers in my ear. Even though I was mean to you, you're being so nice to me. I don't deserve it. My only answer is to hold her tighter in my arms. As time passes, her shallow breathing levels out to an even rhythm. But Ryu, you can't stay like this forever. People as trusting as you always get hurt in the end. I don't know what I'd do if someone hurts you. Please. That was adorable. Good morning, Trident City! Today there will be bright and sunny skies, so up and at 'em! The thunderstorm approaching is still on track to hit late Sunday evening. Please, just shut up. It is way too early in the morning for this. It's Thursday, but it's also a professional development day for teachers. School for teachers is not for us, so I can afford to sleep a little longer. I close my eyes and doze off again as I think of the... What? Hold on. Today's Thursday, March... Let me look at something. Also, the music has stopped. I'm not really sure why. Quick load. Yes. Didn't we just say it was Friday? When did it turn to Wednesday? What? Did I skip? I was not paying attention. Oh well. Oh. Can I not look? Oh. Can I... Yes. Whoops. Exiting the game is not what I wanted to do. You've been... Okay. I close my eyes and doze off again as I think of the irony of it all. I wake up just in time to get ready to meet Claire and Rena at the bubble tea shop. I lock the door and head out. I arrive at the shop on time. Now where are they? Hey, looks like you made it on time for once. Hi Ryu, we're over here. I join up with my two closest friends. They're both in high spirits from the looks of things. Hey Claire, hey Rena. Let's hurry up and order. I want a strawberry milky bubble tea with tapioca pearls. Ooh. I want a banana milky bubble tea with strawberry jelly. Hey, don't tell me. Tell the woman at the cash register. We order our drinks and claim a booth for ourselves. Ah, nothing beats bubble tea with friends. Yep, it tastes much better when you're with people you love. But Ryu, you need to order something besides taro with tapioca pearls all the time. Maybe. It's good to try out new things. You know what they say, variety is the spice of life. The girls at the booth look at me expectantly, as if the natural thing to do is to rush to the counter and change my order. Maybe. Ryu, you can't just say maybe all the time. You have to be decisive and take action, like a man. I start grinning. Maybe. Yes. You'll never get a girlfriend at this rate. I like to relax and enjoy things as they come. I take action when the situation demands it. In other words, you're just lazy. Maybe. I savor my jabs against Claire. I suppose it's because she gets a kick out of tormenting me and that I enjoy messing with her too. By now it's practically second nature. Ryu! This kind of reminds me of a Shakespearean play. There were lazy people in Shakespeare's plays? Probably, but that's not what I meant. I can't remember the name of it though. Do you mean Romeo and Juliet? No, that one was much too sad in the end. But I really like the idea of being so deeply in love with someone. I hope I can give my whole heart to someone who loves me someday. Rena is such a die-hard romantic. It's pretty cute when she dreams about things like finding true love. Wow, Rena, you're so pure-hearted. Say, Ryu, why don't you go ahead and strip that innocence away? Whoa, Claire, God! Claire, knock it off! It's one thing for her to give me grief, but I hate it when she drags Rena into it. Yeah, because now she's gonna be all sorts of embarrassed. What are you trying to say, Claire? Aw, come on, Ryu. Just take her into your arms and show her the depths of your passion. Fucking Claire. Don't you want to be the one who captures Rena's angelic heart? Don't say things like that, Claire. By some small measure of divine grace, I can see out of the corner of my eye that our drinks are ready. Oh, look! Our drinks are here! Awkwardness. Yes, let's enjoy them before they get warm. Rena chimes in quickly, clearly as desperate as I am to change the subject. Thankfully, Claire doesn't push things any further. The three of us sip our bubble tea in silence for a few moments. you know, I heard that we're a group called the Big Three. Do you guys know anything about that? I've heard that before, but I don't think it really means anything. Not quite ready to be famous yet? It's just that a bunch of people are what a bunch of people call us, right? So it's like a nickname. Yeah, it's because we're famous for having such high grades. It's just because we have good grades and hang out with each other? Rena seems so clueless and innocent about all of this. She probably doesn't even realize that she's the reason we have good grades, much less that her cuteness has anything to do with it. It's only thanks to you that we do so well in school, Rena. Yeah, you're the one who tutored us after all. You guys, you're both really smart. I didn't do all that much. Despite my computer skills, I'm lousy at most other subjects. It's only thanks to Rena and her patient explanations that I have any resembling good grades. Of course you did. You did all of that studying with us, and you encouraged us to enter all of those competitions, too. That was the first one we were in together. Or what was the first one we were in together again? That was the art contest, remember? The one where we had to draw the same thing 3 different times, using different media? You did painting, and Rena did sketching. And you were lazy and did yours on the computer. Hey, it's not as easy as it looks. I put a decent amount of work into that thing. That was so much fun! I remember that Claire kept pestering Ryu instead of working on her painting. Hey, I just wanted to make sure he was doing his part. I didn't know him as well back then, remember? Well, you know me pretty well now, so why do you still bug me all the time? Oh, blah, blah, blah. The three of us joke and reminisce as we finish our drinks. Oh shoot, I have to do something at home. Sorry guys, I have to go ahead. You two lovebirds have fun without me. Stop trying to set us up. It's awkward. Her angelic smile suddenly turns to positively devilish when she looks at me. Now remember, Rio, Rina is very delicate girl. Don't be too rough with her. You're a terrible person. Get out of here. See ya. Ah, Claire. Man, can't she give it a rest for once? She's gone. Well, Claire will be Claire. Don't let it bother you. But that's what makes her such a wonderful person. She'd be more wonderful if she'd stop giving us such a hard time, though. Ryu, is that really such a bad thing? Us going out, I mean. Oh no, it's time. Man up. Tell her bad things. Rina, is she finally going to confess to me? Ryu, what do you think of me? I like you a lot. I'm sorry, but I just can't hide it anymore. I know you like Claire, but she has a boyfriend now. So I wish I could be the one to make you happy. Oh no! You're adorable. I really want to be with you. Rina. Is it because I'm so clumsy? Or because I'm not cute enough? You are plenty cute. Don't let anybody tell you different. Rina, you know it's nothing like that. My heart is beating a little faster now. For a long time, I took it for granted that my feelings for Claire were the same. But was that really the case? Was it just stubbornness on my part that I continued loudly insisting to Claire that Rina was nothing but a good friend? Have I been in denial this whole time? If it's not that, then... will you go out with me, Ryu? Oh no! This is probably a really good time to save. Bloop. Okay. I really like Rina, and I think she's adorable, so I think that we're just gonna start off with her. Because she's adorable, and, you know, I believe in happily ever afters, especially for somebody who deserves it, like Rina. Yep, it's happening. Let's do it! Yes, I'd love to go out with you, Rina. Ryu! Thank you. I'm so happy. She leaps at me and suddenly there's an unbelievably cute girl right next to my face, her arms thrown tightly around me. I don't even have the time to think before she quickly steps back, embarrassed. Sorry about that. I just got excited. So am I. There's no need to apologize. My mind is whirling with all these sudden developments, especially the last one. Rina and I have just hugged as friends before, but for the first time, I'm conscious of just how warm and beautiful she really is. So, are you free tomorrow afternoon? Tomorrow is not Monday. I am totally free. Maybe we could go on a date. That sounds great. How about the park? Alright, let's meet out the park. I have to get going now, but I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, Ryu. Bye, Rina. Rina heads for her house, practically skipping with joy. I've made her so happy. I'm happy that she's happy. I'm pretty overcome myself. Wow, Serena and I are a couple now. Now, you're just going on a date. Don't get too ridiculous. Although I'm sure she's doing the same thing. It's the last thing I expected to happen when I agreed to come today. And now we have a date planned. All this time, I guess I was hiding behind what I thought was feelings for Claire to avoid realizing my true feelings for Rina. Maybe if Claire didn't give us such a hard time, I would have realized it sooner. My head swimming with thoughts of Rina and tomorrow, I head home. Oh, good. Okay, I really do have to stop because it's been an hour. I don't know if I should continue to do hour episodes or half-hour episodes. I suppose it depends on exactly how much progress I make in a half hour. So, yeah. So, I'm thinking Rena's path first, because she's so adorable. Oh my gosh. Excite. Alright, until next time, peace out, y'all.